Hi guys, it's Shina. Welcome back again to my space. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to draft and sew this overbust corsets. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is get your bust point, your underbust, your waistline, then your full length. So after that, you need to might have measured yourself properly before you can go on with your draft patterns. So I went and get my starting point also. So I'll join the lines together to my edge just like this. So after connecting the line, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to label my line. You need to label your line, guys. Reason is because you do not want to make mistakes, so you need to label your line so that you know which one is which one. Differentiates everything. So after labeling your line, the next thing I'm going to do is get my full length rather. To get my full length, which is 23. I later discovered that this 23 is too long for me, so I reduced it. So you guys, I already have video on how to get your basic body in my previous video on how to make a illusion corset, so you can go back and watch that if you don't know how to measure yourself. So after that, I went to get my shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 16 divided by 2 is 8 inches. Remember, we are going to be adding extra 2 inches allowance on your shoulder because of our that. So you go ahead and add extra 2 inches allowance to make it easier for us. So after that, I went ahead to get my chest line. I come up by 2 inches in my bust point. I later discovered that 2 inches was the 8 inches I took for my shoulder was too deep, so I will advise you take 6 inches or 7 inches when you are making yours. After then, I went ahead to get my shoulder slant. I came down by 1 inch rather in my shoulder slant. I came down by 1 inch. Then I connected the lines together, after which I'm going to go ahead and also connect my line in my chest point. Connect my chest line or chest point, anyone. Connected the lines. So after connecting the line, I also went ahead to connect my shoulder to my chest line. If you've watched my video up to this time and you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I am not really encouraged at all. There is no tutorial I drop that I don't spend from 5 to 15,000 naira. Please guys, you need to engage. It's really discouraging spending that kind of money, and it's just that YouTube is what I have passion for. That is why I don't want to quit. So the next thing you need to do is come up in your chest line, come up by 3 inches, after which you come in by half an inch, then you connect that to get your armhole curve. After getting all of that, the next thing you're going to do is take your vertical measurements, because we've already gotten all our horizontal measurements. So basically, this is your basic body measurement when it comes to bustier. This is your basic body measurement. So the first thing you need to do is take your measurement like this, your full measurement. So my bust is 10.5, that's 42 divided by 4 is 10.5. after which I added small lines because it was not enough for me. So divided by 4 is 10.5, so I'll go ahead and mark 10.5, then add extra 4 inches allowance to my bust area. Yes, you need to add 4 inches allowance to your bust area. So I added that 4 inches, after which I came down to my waistline. In my waist area, I skipped my underbust because it's almost the same thing with your bust. It's just always 1 inch different or 2. So I came down to my waist area. I want to snatch my waist to 30. I went ahead to mark that, then added 5 inches allowance for my waist area. Why we added more allowance is because I want to we'll cut it out later in our dart, so it's to finally enter each other. So I went ahead to add 5 inches allowance for my waist. Then for my full length, I don't usually take it. I will just connect, then open up my hand like that. So the next thing you're going to do is join the lines together, connect, then connect to your full length. So you guys, you will later see the way I do my full length. I really do not that's what I'm showing you right now. I really do not take my full length. I will just connect like that. So I discovered that my lines were not straight, so I had to do it again so that it is going to be perfect. So after connecting the lines, you know you don't have a sharp waistline, right? So I had to curve it out. But if you have your curve rule, even without using your straight ruler, you need to use your curve rule to connect it to the full length. So after which I came down here by 1 inch. I came up rather by 1 inch. Then at the center I came down by half an inch. Then at the other edge I came down by half an inch. You guys just focus on this video. You are going to see it properly when you're more focused on it. Came down by half inch here. Then the full length, the other length area rather, which is here, I came down by half an inch or so. I went ahead to connect everything together to that one that is up there. I went ahead to connect it together. So after connecting it, this is what you should have. So basically this is your basic body measurement. So after that I went ahead to take my neck. Yes, you need to minus your neck so that you know what is remaining you're working with. I took 3 inches. I went ahead to take 3 inches also for my depth. So after which I connected everything together, then I connect the lines and the neck area together so that it will give us what we want, and it will be able to make our work easier when we start working on it rather. So after which I connect everything together, then do that line like that. So the next thing I'll be doing, getting my dart measurement, which is my nipple to nipple first. So my nipple to nipple, I use 5 inches for that. You're going to measure your nipple to know where you start from. Please don't touch your chest line. You have no business with your chest line. So I took my 5 inches from my bust point, which is my nipple, all the way down to my full length. So I'll go ahead and connect those lines together. You don't have any business with your chest line, so don't start from there. Where you have business is your nipple measurement, so please be guided. So after taking that, the next thing I want to do is divide my shoulder, the remaining piece of my shoulder, so that I can complete my measurements in the bust point area. So I have 7 inches right there. So I went ahead to divide it into 2, which is 3.5. After dividing it into 2, in that my 3.5, I came to this other I connected it first rather, sorry, before I minus the 1 inch. I connected it first. So you have to draw that line to your chest point, which is your bust point rather, which is your bust point, connect it to your bust point, leaving your chest line. You have no business with your chest line. After that, I went ahead to take 2 inches under my bust, 2 inches under my bust, 2 inches in my waistline, then 2 inches in my full length. Then I come to this other side and take 1 inches all the way down. Remember, we added extra 5 inches, right? So I first of all connected before I came to the other side to add to minus 1 inch each. You remember we added 5 inches in my waistline and 5 inches in my full length, right? We already minus 2 inches, which means it's remaining 3 inches measurement. Okay, so when we minus the remaining 1 inches, it's going to remain 2 inches for us to work with when we are sewing, which is very, very much okay. Use half an inch to join all the way around. Then when we will be done, it will be remaining probably half an inch or 1 inch, okay. So the next thing we're going to do is minus 1 inch all the way around in the second part. Minus 1 inch. Please, anything you are doing, you have no business with your bust point. Please, you have no business with your bust point. Anything that makes you touch your bust point, that means you've spoiled everything for yourself, and yes, it will not come out the way mine did. So you need to be very careful when you are working with your patterns, okay. So the next thing is I connected everything together. Me looking at it like this, it's already giving, right? So after that, I'll go ahead and minus half an 1 inch each in this both area, 1 inch in this other side, 1 inch in the other side. Then after that, I'll also connect it to my bust point. So this is when we will now start our pattern fully. Yes, I'll go ahead and connect it slanted. Please, anything you are doing in this upper area from the first line that you drew, the division 3.5 to this 1 inch should be slanted. Anything that makes this line to be straight, you know that you are not doing it right, okay. All right, if you've watched my video up to this time, please, and you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Always share my videos. Honestly, it is very, very challenging, but we move regardless of whatever thing we are facing. So after that, you know, this other angle, it kind of curve from the inside to the edge, right? So our chest line is about 9 inches right here, because I use 11 for my bust point. That's why it's like that. So I'll go ahead and take, we do not want to make it come down very, very much, so we'll go ahead and take 5 inches first for that slant rather in the middle area, 5 inches. So after that 5 inches, I'll still come down by 1 inches, but let's just connect this line to the armhole curve first, then we'll come back and talk about that other area. So I'll just go ahead and connect. Then after connecting, I'll come down by 1 inch again. Then I'll go to this other area and go up by 1 inch, which means the 1 inch we minus from this other part, we'll add it to the other part. That was why I said I noticed the armhole depth was too deep when I was done making mine. So if you want to make yours, I would advise you take 6 inches from your armhole depth, your armhole curve rather, 6 inches. Yes, by so doing, it is going to be perfect when you are sewing. After which, I went and connect the lines together just like this to my armhole curve. So please, when you're making yours, you should not come down by 8 inches in your chest area. You come down by 6 inches. Yes, because after everything, I noticed the bar was too open and I don't want you to make the same mistake. So you come down by 6 inches, and if you still want to follow my draft, it's fine. So this was what actually made my chest to be and my armhole to be like that, because I came down, I took 8 inches for this wide. Yes, so after taking that 8 inches, connected to my armhole, also now made it to be too wide for me. Not too wide, it was still very perfect. You see it at the end of the video, but just that it was not really the way I want it, and I would not want you guys to make the same mistake. That's what I'm telling you. I'm emphasizing on you cutting 6 inches, and if you still wants to follow it the way I did mine like this, it is still very much perfect. Okay, so the next thing is cutting out all my excesses. Yes, that's the next thing we'll be doing, cutting out all my excesses. Yes, so I'll just go ahead and cut out all my excess. Please, if you've watched my video up to this time and you're yet to subscribe to my channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. My pattern, my everything here is very easy, trust me. Tailoring is already stressful, so using difficult patterns will makes it more stressful. That is why I've come about using a lighter and an easier pattern for me and my girls. And honestly speaking, there's no time I use my patterns that I do not get what I want. And trust me, if you stay right in this channel, that's the same thing you are going to be getting. Easy pattern and making your work very, very much easier as well. Trust me. So you need to subscribe to this channel, because anything we cut out our drafts, I'm not one of those that don't use their patterns to make dress. I use all my patterns to make dress, trust me. So if you're working with illusion, you have to cut out that part which is from the underbust. But because I am not working with illusion mesh, I will not be cutting out that part for my butt to cover up my bust. I won't be cutting out that part. I'm working with a skin mesh material. So after which I went ahead to bring back my back piece. Yes, you need to bring back your back piece. Without your back piece, we'll use the front piece rather to cut out our back piece. That is why you always need to bring it back, so you can draft everything out to see how it's going to look like before you continue. So after, since we'll be snatching our waist, I'll go ahead and minus 1.5 inches. Yes, you need to minus 1.5 inches. But if you do not want to snatch your waist, we're using zipper, you go ahead and add extra 1 inch both sides, which is 2 inches when you open it up. So you go ahead and add extra 1 inch for your zipper in the center back hem, which means you're going to shift this center front to the inside the bit and add extra 1 inch. But because I will be using lacing, I will not be doing that. I will just fold out by 1.5 inches so I can snatch my waist to what I want. So after which I went ahead to create a sign on my center so that I can know where to draw my line from. You guys remember we took 8 inches off in our front, right? We took 8 inches off, which was our chest line was 8 inches. But before I continue, remember that I didn't cut my shoulder slant, my neck and all of that, so just go ahead and cut it. So as I was saying, you guys remember we took 8 inches for our center front, right? Like we took it off to get our chest line was 8 inches. I just hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Our chest line was 8 inches, right? So that chest line that is 8 inches, we are going to bring it back to the back area also to get our 8 inches chest line as well. But before that, I went ahead to connect to put this mark in my waistline so that I can get my waistline accurately. I just give it all the whole marks so I can just go ahead and connect everything together. You guys just watch this video closely. I am 100% sure that if you follow this video closely like this, you are going to do the right thing. Yes, because the pattern is very easy. Remember I told you that I minus the 8 inches we took at the front at the back. You need to do that. Yes, you need to minus it to make everything balanced. The exact chest line you took is what you're going to take at the back. So after minusing it, I went ahead to use my front just like this to cut out my back before I continue with the measurement. Yes, that's the same thing you're going to be doing as well. If you've watched my video up to this time and you're yet to subscribe to my channel, honestly speaking, I don't know why you don't want to subscribe, but whatever it is, please subscribe to my channel. Please, you guys should subscribe so I will be more motivated. Honestly, it's discouraging spending that kind of amount on tutorial and doesn't even go anywhere. Honestly speaking, it's not easy content creation. Just that if you have passion for something, even though it's challenging, it's not giving you what you want, you will keep uploading, you keep doing that thing. So after which I came down by I took half an inch each in the both side and also connect it to my upper bodice. So you guys, I told you earlier to always pay attention to my video tutorial. Yes, and there's no how you pay attention to my video tutorial that you will not understand what I am doing. Trust me, you are definitely going to understand every single thing I'm doing, because I do not hide my patterns from my girls. And yes, anytime I'm in the class, that's when I video and do screen that's when I record, so that I am going to also share it here, because some of them also visit this channel to get what they miss out in class or what they don't understand properly and they want to do it on their own. So some of them this is this channel. That is why anything I'm doing in class is what I upload, just because of them as well. So this is it. After doing all of that, this is what we have. So this will be our center back. I'll go ahead and label it, but before then I also created a eyelet sign on my pattern. So go ahead and label this center back. I noticed my marker wasn't writing properly anymore, so go ahead and label that center back and label this other side back. And yes, that's for that. This is my front and my back pattern. So I'll go ahead now and start sewing. I wanted to use illusion mesh to create this, but it was too transparent, so I had to stop the tutorial that I was creating about that. Then I used skin mesh. Yes, it was too transparent for me. You can use that to sew, but as for me, I cannot use the illusion mesh. It's too transparent for me. So I went ahead to continue what I was doing, which is the sewing tutorial. I already cut out my lining and my fabric. I use the same fabric as my lining as well. I already cut them out, so, and I padded them. Yes, I use cloth gum on my actual, the one that will be in the front, which is my actual fabric. I use cloth gum for that part. Then for my lining, I used HERSTAN. You can go ahead and use cloth gum for the boots fabric. Yes, it also gives your clothes your material class. You can go ahead and use cloth gum, because this HERSTAN is making, because my fabric is stretching, so the HERSTAN is not holding it together. As you can see, it was still stretching, but the cloth gum held everything together and it wasn't stretching anymore. So that's why I'm advising you that you can use cloth gum for everything if you wish, and if you want to do it the way I do, also fine. After that, I use HERSTAN actually because I want to less cost for myself. That was why I use HERSTAN. So after that, I'll go ahead and connect everything together, everything I have together. Go ahead and connect it. Please, when you are sewing, sew via half an inch, so that when you are done, everything will enter 1 inch. So sew via half an inch. I connected every single thing together, from my main fabric to my lining. I connected everything together. If you've watched my video up to this time and you're yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell button, share my video on your platforms. I'm very sure you're going to help 1 or 2 persons out on your platform by sharing this video. So please always share my video to your social media platform, so you can help 1 or 2 persons out there that needs help on how to do 1 or 2 things. Then turn on the bell button. So after joining everything, I decided to take my waist measurement to know if it is more than or it is not up to. And trust us, right here, everything is always aligning just the way we want it, and everything was given. So I'll go ahead now and head to my table to press open all my stitches. Please, I didn't video that, I didn't record that, yes, because it's not easy taking camera left and right and all of that, but I'll still show you guys what I did. Press opening means you're going to open up your stitch, then iron it down. That is what we mean by press opening in tailoring. So after this is exactly what I was trying to explain. This is it. I was done press opening right here, and yes, it's given. So for my back lining, I went ahead to use, because I noticed that my clothes was too stretchy, my fabric, so I went ahead to cover up my lines first. That's the same thing you need to do. Cover it up. Anytime you press open, you cover it up with your cloth gum or your HERSTAN first. But this particular one, I use cloth gum because I told you earlier my fabric was too stretchy, so I use cloth gum to cover that part up. Then I also use cloth gum to cover up the part that my boning is gonna stay. Yes, reason is because it was too stretchy, and I do not want a situation whereby it will be stretching like chewing gum when I'm making it. So when I connect it to my front piece, so I don't want stress. So that was why I use clothes gum. I just cut a straight lines of clothes gum. I gum the clothes gum on the areas I am going to add my bones. Okay, so after which I went ahead to add all my bones from the sides to the other angle to my bust point. And yes, I only did a little bit of caging here. Reason is because I do not have enough bone and I don't want to spend more, so I just did something like just add 2 bones in my bust point, yes, to represent bust caging. Yes, because I do not want to spend more on it. So this is it. This is what we have after adding bones on all our patterns. This is what we have, and trust me, this is already giving us what we want. So this was when I discovered that my blouse was too long. So after that, I went to the table and add my hemming gum. After adding my hemming gum, I added my fiber. I stick my fiber to my bonings, my bust area. Yes, I got my fiber to it with hemming gum. So after that, I went ahead to connect it and to check the measurement also, so that it will not be too much or too long or too short or anything, to just know that, to be assured that okay, what I'm doing is correct. So after I confirmed that, I went ahead to connect my chest line. Yes, I sewed and turned over, and sew, notched, turn over and top stitch. You guys are definitely going to see everything in this video. So after doing it that way, the next thing you're going to be doing is top stitching. After sewing hair, I told you guys I'm not right. The next thing I'm going to be doing is top stitching. You guys should just watch this video closely. If you've watched my video up to this time and you're yet to subscribe to my channel, I honestly don't know what you're waiting for. Right here, we do everything. Please don't forget to top stitch your lining, no, not your main fabric. You're top stitching your lining because it's going inside. Yes, so to help it relax inside, that's why we are top stitching. So as I was saying, everything in this channel is real. It is undiluted. Trust me, we are not going to be diluting anything right here. Everything is real. So you need to subscribe to this channel. You need to turn on the bell button, because anything you're going to be seeing is real. So after sewing the chest region, I'll go ahead and sew the armholes. Yes, some of your designers, they cover it up, that they use pipe, and they pipe it rather, but as for me, I want to just sew it all the way around like that. You can also pipe it. If I'm working with my clients, I will also pipe it, but because I'm using this base for myself, I don't need piping, right? So after that, I pipe my armhole. I trim out my excesses. Always do that, so it will help your material or your clothes to balance up inside when you turn over. I piped the second armhole rather. I also piped the second armhole. I also cut out my excesses. Then before I joined my two sides and my down parts together, I went to the table. I placed it side to side. The way it is opened, I place it side to side, each line to each line that I join, which is the bust point line to the other bust point. I make sure everything is aligning. Then I pinned them down before I came back to my machine and sew. The reason is because you want to do a perfect clean job, right? So you need to start by making sure that all those places are properly placed in order. So after doing all of that, always remember to cut off your excess. You don't need them, so you don't need to keep them. Keeping them will make your work rough, so you don't need them, and you don't need to keep any one of them. So I told you what I went to the table, right? I opened it up and went to the table. Trust me, when we were done, this was already giving us what it should give. Trust me. So after opening it up, this was what we have. This is what we have rather. So I press it inside, and voila. It is not easy. You are going to be very strong to make beautiful clothes, because it is going to challenge you and you're going to challenge it back. But your ability to be able to iron very well like a pro is what will keep saving you in this tailoring work. because if you don't know how to iron very well, working with bone is always very stressful. So you need to be able to work with bone, your patience in working with bone. I told you that I pinned it down, right? So okay, I'll go ahead and sew and sew everything, the sides together. Then we are not going to be turning the center back. And you guys remember that we'll be passing in bone, and we already have our measurements for that, our stuff that we're going to use and cover that part. So we're not going to be turning that part inside, we're going to be sewing it outside, because obviously we are going to cover it up, right? So after doing all of that, I'll also go ahead and stitch everything together. So after connecting all of that, I'll go ahead and connect my 2 inches space that I already created for my boning already at the back. But before then, I went ahead to chop off all my excesses. So this is it. We already created that. Remember our center back, right? You open it up like this. You fold 1/2 inch both sides, then close it up like this. Yes, that is just it. Fold 1/2 inch inside, fold 1/2 inch inside. Make sure the folding is the same length and everything, because you don't want to sew and the other part is not also right. So you need to make sure your folding is accurately accurate if there is anything like that. So you go ahead and use that, and yes, just so open it up like this, then you sew, you close this other part up. You do the same thing for the other side, other one. You close it all up, then you cut off your excess, you chop off your excess, then you join that to your center back. Yes, the other center back. If you've watched my video up to this time and you're yet to subscribe to my channel, I really do not know what you're waiting for. Right in this channel, we do everything concerning fashion designing, from lace placement, from beading, from how to sew your basic bodies, from how to draft out your basic body measurements. Every single step, it starts from the foundation of tailoring. Then yes, so if you are not subscribing to this channel, or you've not subscribed to this channel, you're not doing yourself good, because in this channel, everything you see is real. Everything you see us do right here is what we do on a daily basis, and it is real. We do not dilute or mix or do anything right here. We do not edit and cut off. We do everything to be real. So you need to subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell button, share these videos or my videos to your social media platform. I'm very sure you're going to be helping 1 or 2 persons out when you share this video. So I'll just go ahead and push it in like this, then sew it all the way down. And then also I will sew 1/2 inch each to divide my center back, and that is where we are going to be sewing this, where our bone is going to pass through. Yes, just so 1/2 inch this other side, so 1/2 inch the other side. Yes, for our boning. It is just to create a house or a space for our bone. So after all of that, I will also sew this other part. Then I'll go ahead and join the other center back also, and do the same thing I did right here. So for this tutorial, I use sewable bone and non-sewable bone. Yes, I use sewable and non-sewable bone. For my center back, that is where I'm going to be putting my non-sewable bone. Because of why? The reason is because it helps that center back to stay for a very long time. If you use sewable bone for a plus size, it is not going to give you what you want, because it is going to, before you wear it for like 1 hour, it will start folding up, and you don't want that, right? So this non-sewable bone helps my corset to last long on me without making my bone fold. Because yes, imagine you put these other bones in the front area, you don't have any issues with that, right? Yes, then you now put the bone also in your back area. If the back area is affected, every other bone will be affected, which means it will start folding up, right? Yes, so as for me, I don't want that for my outfit, so that is why I use sewable bone for every other part. But for this my center front, I use my center back rather, I use non-sewable bone, and I highly recommend you to do that as well on your outfit. So I just wanted to do the same thing I did in my front area, and this is my back area. Also created space for my body, and yeah, that is it. I passed my bone inside, then after which we'll go ahead and join our pipe our down area as well rather. If you've watched my video up to this time and you haven't still subscribed to my channel, please, okay, I'm begging you, subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell button, share my video to your social media platforms and friends. And honestly speaking, by doing so, I'm very sure you're going to be helping out somebody out there because I am very sure somebody out there will be in need of 1 or 2 videos from this space, and you sharing it will help the person achieve their aim. Thank you so much, because I know you've done that already. So after which I went ahead to pass my bone inside. I'll just do that off camera, then come back again when I am done. So after all of that, I went ahead to cut out my excess, then pass my bone inside my made space rather for my boning. So after all of that, I did that off camera. I went ahead to pipe my down area. Just watch it the way I'm doing it, you're going to understand. Please just watch, because I don't know how to explain this other part, but when you watch it, you're definitely going to understand what I am doing. So after that, I went ahead to pipe. After piping, then you guys, I'll just go ahead and pipe it off camera, or I should just leave it. Please, for my new subscribers, you need to subscribe to this channel, and for my returning subscribers, thank you so much for believing in me. God bless you all. So you need to place it together like this to know if everything is the same length, and if it's that, you need to continue sewing. So I went ahead to fold it down like this, then sew all the way through as well. So for my returning subscribers, you guys are really wonderful. God bless you all. So my new subscribers, you guys are welcome to this beautiful family right here. We talk everything and coach everything. In fact, I tutor you everything concerning fashion designing, trust me. And to my returning subscribers, you guys are really wonderful. God bless you all. To every one of you that keeps sharing this, my posts, my videos, thank you so much. God bless you all. I really appreciate it. You guys are really wonderful. May God continue to bless each and every one of you. Amen. So I went ahead to fold all the way down, just like I'm doing right now. I just went ahead to fold it. And so you need to be very careful. You're not going to pipe the way you used to pipe your normal, use your normal bias to pipe your clothes. While piping this, you're going to leave a space or so. Yes, I don't know how to explain it, but I hope you guys understand. So I'll go ahead to my table right now and use a very hot iron to arrange everything. So after we were done doing everything, this is what we have. And honestly speaking, I wanted to use this to create a dress, right? I told you all. So I placed my down part on this and cut out my excesses. I wanted a drape kind of. So just went ahead to do that all by myself. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for subscribing to my space. Thank you so much for sharing my videos. God bless you all. And yes, right at this channel we will be doing a whole lot of things. Remember, we'll be starting our 1 month challenge on this space on the 17th. Yes, I am getting ready and I can't wait to show you guys what I've got. So yes, so you need to subscribe to this channel if you haven't. It is about to become very interesting right here. You need to subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell button, and I will always upload for you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around this channel to this time. God bless you all. See you guys in my next post. I love you all. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell button. Bye.